Hi everyone, welcome back to Max Time. In this video, I wanted to talk about these two, the SKX 007 and the SKX 009. But this is not a review. The Seiko SKX is probably one of the most talked about, most clickbaited, modded, loved watches out there. Perhaps second maybe to the 62 Mas. I wanted to use these two watches to discuss the broader topic of collecting. Specifically, why I collect watches, and why many of you collect watches. The SKX is a very popular watch or line of watches from Seiko, partly due to the hype of being the discontinued Seiko watch, or the last best bang for buck when Seiko was at its best. But it's a classic. It has this inoffensive design, so familiar yet so refined. Another factor which I think is often overlooked in the SKX popularity is its balance between being a larger watch at 42.5 millimeters, yet still being extremely wearable even by average to smaller wrists. So my wrist is 17 centimeters, which is by no means massive. It's very much on the average 6.9 or something inches. And I don't feel like this is out of place, whether it's up close or from afar. And that's mainly because of the short lug to lug. So as I was saying, this watch, despite being bigger, it fits the average and smaller wrists pretty much perfectly. Of course, it still looks better on larger wrists or average to larger wrists, but you can definitely pull this off because of these shorter lug to lugs, only 46 millimeters. Primarily, the SKX became popular because it's affordable, it's professional. It was a certified 200-meter diver's watch, and I know it was used by many divers. But let's be real, most of us aren't divers. I'm not a diver, definitely. We collect these tools, these instruments, because we appreciate their design, their history, how they were used, and what they are capable of, even if we are never going to push the limits of what they are capable of. Of course, we just love how they look. At the end of the day, this is the most popular jewelry that men wear. Now, on the topic of modding, something that SKX is notoriously known for is people love to take these things apart, change the bezel, maybe put sapphire crystal on it, change the hands, or make it no date. All of these different modifications that you can do with the SKX and not feel too bad about it, given how relatively affordable they are. I've been tempted many times, so I completely understand why people do it. But for me, I just enjoy the look of these two watches unmodded, completely vanilla, just as they were intended. But there is no such thing as what they were intended. You can do whatever you want with your watches as long as it makes you happy. That's the only criteria that's important. For me, I might enjoy the mod, maybe a signed screw down crown, maybe a ceramic rotating bezel. But I know that eventually the magic would fade, and then maybe will struggle putting it back together just as it was. And the thought of my SKX no longer being completely original, something about it feels wrong to me. I'm not sure what. Maybe you feel the same way. These watches are a piece of Seiko history, but even more than that, they are a piece of watch collecting history. They got so many current watch enthusiasts into watch collecting, and they are still being collected, still being sought after many years of their discontinuance, even after the crazy hype when these were first discontinued. People were selling them for over £1,000 or $1,000, wherever you are. These are just great watches. They will always be in style. They will always be an inspiration for a lot of other watch designs. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really helps the channel out. Subscribe for more.